Welcome back, people. We're playing more of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door Remake. Last time we played, we managed to not actually beat Chapter 4. So just to recap, this is the big twist in Chapter 4. We got all the way to the end of the creepy steeple, climbed this very long staircase, and had a boss fight right up here. After which, we had somehow been turned into this little purple blob, which we thought the boss turned into during the battle, but apparently he stole our body or whatever. So yeah, now we got this cool little clubhouse. It's all very nice. And he ran off. Now this is a bit of an interesting one because, just a reminder, the only way that we can deal damage in this run is with our partners. So, if there are any required instances of dealing damage while we don't have a partner, we're in trouble. And we already had to break our rules during the first Grotus fight, so I'd kind of like it if there's not another instance of damage. We already had to damage Grotus 5 times, and we had to attack someone once. Also, apparently we've got the 3 Shadow Sirens again. And apparently they have a super bomb. So, once again, the oldest Shadow Siren is giving Vivian crap for something she didn't do. Beldam, that's it. So yeah, Beldam managed to lose their super bomb and is blaming Vivian for it. Oh, I did not mean to do that. So luckily, this is a battle that we can run from. One of the funny things is that in a normal playthrough, this is one of the first places you realize just how overpowered Mario really is in this game. Because Mario can do a lot on his own. Like, it's pretty surprising just how much he can accomplish without any help. Also, I believe that being a tube is actually faster than running. I'm like semi-confident. Oh. I want to test something in a minute here. Yeah, so he stole our body and our name. You're so popular around here. I get mobbed. I just love being you. It's so cool I don't think I ever want to stop. Figured it out by now, Slick? Your body and name belong to me now. I've got the power to change my shape into anyone I want. It comes in handy. But to really become someone, I need to take their name and their body too. Which means you turn into a shadow and can't use your name. Tough break. It's not enough either. I aim to erase you for good. I guess it would be unsporting to ruin you without a challenge, so I'll give you a chance. If you guess my real name, I'll give you your body. I'll give you back your name and body. What do you say, Slick? This'll be fun, right? What's my name? Hit me with your best shot. So, we don't really have a great chance here, especially because, in case you didn't notice, we're missing a letter. And we don't know the guy's name. Obviously I do. I've played the game before. But, you know what? Since he's dressed like him, we will guess that he is actually Wario. Wrong mundo, little nobody. Who'd name their kid that? Prepare for some doom, Slick. Don't even think about running from battle, you hear? No running. Not thinking about running away, are you? Better not be. So obviously the intention here is to run away. But first of all, I noticed that we're down a little bit of FP and HP, and I want to show y'all how the battle plays out when we try and stick around, except I'm not actually going to have... Dang. So all of the partner hearts got turned into Mario hearts. Anyway, I believe if he attacks me... Oh, he can do damage. I thought he couldn't. So we can't do damage to him. So yeah, it is intended that you run away there. But now that we're back in Twilight Town, you can see that no one is pigified anymore. Because Mario took care of that curse monster. And we look all suspicious. I don't really want to be a pig, but being a crow could be okay. So then I could fly. No one's ever heard of a flying pig. Wait, Her dialogue changes depending on... Hold up, I need to test something. This was something that I already wanted to test anyway. If I take that off, does that change her dialogue? Hang on. We're going to go through a loading zone. And then back. Oh, hi, Vivian. I want to see if reloading the area will change her dialogue about what Mario is wearing. No. Oh, that's interesting. So I wonder if his appearance locks in when you battle him. Stop judging my reading choices. Oh, I can do this. Okay, interesting. I didn't think I'd be allowed to. For some reason I thought that I wasn't allowed to during this section of the game. Oh yeah, so I don't know if y'all were watching this, but the pig that had wandered into this shop was Dupree. And yeah, so Dupree wandered in here, while this guy was the pig out by that tree all the way in the woods. So yeah, it's a whole thing. And these three pigs, as you might have guessed, were the Traveling Sisters 3. And this guy can't stop oinking. It never turned into a pig. Someone living on the moon must have heard my wish. Who do you think lives there? I'm gonna go with Princess Peach. I can't actually remember where this leads. Did I check that on my first pass through or no? I think I might have forgotten to ever go down that pipe. Mommy, I'm hungry. Pork chops. Stop trying to eat your mother. If I can just you can get through anything as long as you have good memories to cling to. Now, if I can just figure out how my days as a pig qualify as good memories. We're no longer pigs. Yeah, we do fit the town's vibe. Thank you. We owe you so much, Mario. Take this as a token of our thanks. Eat up. Wait, they cooked up a pig? That's one of the townsfolk, isn't it? Come on, you guys should recognize this abuse anywhere. Those guys should recognize that abuse anywhere. I don't know how they can manage to not know it's me. There's no more pig curse? You're kidding. Could you give me some time alone? He spent a lot of time prepping to be the best pig he could be. Anyway, hi Vivian. Oh, dang. Sorry, gotta get in the abuse. Okay, but before I finish, I want to whack the rest of the grass. Come to think of it, this game could be a fun one for all grass percent. I always feel like there should be more all grass percent categories. Scurry made the original in Hollow Knight, but then, like, I know they've played Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time. Why aren't there all grass percent runs for those? So yeah, let's give her a bomb. Thank goodness, at least I won't get punished now. Oh, they had a visual breaking animation. That's actually very helpful, because I had to wonder in the first game. It just kind of stayed the same and she said it was broken. Don't feel bad. What's your name anyway? Won't you tell me? What? Can't hear you. Your name was stolen? I see. Well, I guess that happens. Wait, no it doesn't. I'm not sure what to call that kind of problem. Which fits, I guess. Seriously though, Identity theft is no joke. Hundreds of families suffer every year. So yeah, we have a new party member. And she gives us the ability to turn into a shadow. Pretty straightforward. I wish that we could level Vivian up though, because she gets a spread move. It's very handy. And yeah, we can eavesdrop on birds now, so that's exciting. Dang it, you can't even ground pound the grass. So yeah, they're discussing the internet, basically. These ones are discussing the depletion of fossil fuels. This one is just waxing philosophical. Wait, what? There's a star piece there? How did I miss that on my first pass through? And these guys know the plot of this chapter. The only soul that knows the bad guy's name is locked under a creepy steeple. It's so obvious, and it's obvious that saying his real name is his one weakness. How's all this gonna end up then? Okay, so taking off the badge doesn't change his appearance. Oh yay, we can skip guessing the name and just run for it. I suppose I could have used that as a chance to show you that he's immune to damage now that we've got Vivian. Dang it. In the original, you could actually go through the pipe and tube form. It would be regular form by the time you got out, but it was a cool trick. So yeah, going into the shadows makes enemies lose track of you. Dang it. These guys are just so incredibly annoying to get past. While we're here, ooh. Yeah, that was close. Okay. And now we can go to the one area in Creepy Steeple that we weren't able to reach. And unfortunately, it means that we have to be prepared to run away from several more fights. Actually, I think our invincibility frames after running from the fight are going to kind of carry us here. And now, to get past this, we simply go into the shadows. It's honestly, I think I actually had to look up a guide for that in my original playthrough because I got very stuck and then felt very dumb. Vivian's ability is basically identical to Bo's in the original game. Or in Paper Mario 64, I mean. Hey! I was kind of just guessing there. I don't know why they put a massive block there. It's a bit weird. Anyway. We found a nice little bird. Huh, I wonder if they removed the shine get line. We got the letter P. And a key. And, like it taught us, this also took me a while to figure out. Like it taught us earlier in the level, we can spy on birds by going into the shadows. Locking me up in here just because I know it. Making me guard the name's stupid missing letter. No way to treat a parrot. I really want a cracker. Dupless, you're a big meanie. When's feeding time, huh? Shine get, shine get. See, in the original game, I thought that shine get was a hint for what you were supposed to do to get him to spill the secret. I ran around trying to figure out what the shine was for ages. Wait a second. Is that what that pipe is? Is it a shortcut? So that is very nice of them. So what I'm thinking is maybe this pipe actually leads back to Twilight Town. Maybe this is that pipe in that one house. Hey, that's so very kind of them to save us 2 whole trips through this area. Well, let's see real quick. How's my badge loadout? I haven't actually had to do any fights with Vivian yet, but as I recall, her attacks were pretty straightforward. And now we can guess his name. No, why, how, I'm feeling faint. And you're making all of us dizzy. Also, the moon is making it look like you got a shiny yellow hat. Ugh. Yeah, I would say Vivian's time to shine tends to be in the pit of 100 trials. Sorry, just had to get off a little bit more bird abuse. It's important. Okay, looks like the stairs are still in place. Love how Vivian's body, when you're going over a gap, just extends down to the floor. Which gets really tall. Oh, so yeah, I suppose I should clarify. This is the actual boss battle. And I'll be honest, I expected this to take a lot longer because it usually takes like 3 trips through the forest. But anyway, we can't go back to town, so we're stuck with Vivian on base moveset. Which means we should probably go ahead and drop Flower Saver P, to be honest. Because it's not really going to do anything for us here. We're not likely to use Vivian's Veil ability, like, ever. We could go for Lucky Start, which is a fun one. But I think to keep it simple, we'll get Damage Dodge P. Probably Timing Tutor to give us some extra star power. And Mega Rush P. Mario's down 1 hit point. That should be fine. In the original, though, you could get Vivian's body to stretch down through the stairs. She would try and cut corners as you go up them. Pretty stubborn to follow me all the way here. Fine, I see, I get it. Let's just put an end to this, shall we? Alright, kids, put on your fighting gloves. Woohoo! It's a me! So yeah, here's the real boss of this chapter. It's our party members. So yeah, Vivian just found out that we're Mario. I mean, you did like 2 things for us. So unfortunately, we lose the run now because Vivian left. And, well, we're here and we can't do damage. So yeah, this was kind of our best first turn. My only worry is that we might not actually get... So Vivian reappears after a little bit, but I'm worried that we don't... Okay, she does come back. Based on turns, not the amount of damage we've done. That is very helpful because I was worried. Also, we've got a massive audience, so we can regain star power really fast. There's the stylish. That's right, you guessed my name and now stuff hurts sometimes. Does he have a -1 turn modifier on timeout? Clock out, I mean. Luckily, those power plus Ps and the residual fire damage are putting in work. Dang, Goombella. You're putting in work too. Anyway, time for you to clock out again. So yeah, I'd have to guess that he's pretty resistant to clock out. And Vivian's stylish is pretty easy to hit, to be honest. Somehow Vivian has taken no damage in this fight. We're getting close, though. Yeah, he's definitely very resistant to it. Oh, why? How? Mario! Oh, that's a cool visual effect to have the change to make the change. And so is that one. In the original, it was kind of a spinny thing. You killjoys! And he jumps off the tower to his death. What the heck is going on here? That wasn't the real Mario? We got shell-winged. How could we ever mistake our dear Mario for another? So who's this girl, huh? Isn't she one of the three shadows you mentioned? Oh, Gonzalez pair up with one of those creeps.
Oh, yeah.
I love how that is Mario sticking up for Vivian. It's just turning at her. Oh, yeah. Oh, one sec. I forgot to turn my fan on. Apartment's been at a really awkward temperature today, because if I had the fan on, because of how hot it was outside, my AC was going pretty much constantly, and that made it get too cold in the apartment. But if I leave it off, then it starts to get warm. At least now it's starting to cool off outside, so should be nice and chill. So yeah. Vivian has now really joined your party. And we got the star. Art attack. Generally, like, in the base game, really solid single target damaging move. My go-to for redos with fights with Rockhawk. But, obviously that's not allowed in this one. Anyway, yeah, we beat the guy who stole our identity. Sending a message to identity thieves everywhere. And we only have 3 more stars to collect. But yeah, Beldam and Marilyn and Dupless are all still at large. We even got a nifty little cutscene here. Uh-oh. Stealing power has definitely been weakening, as Beldam said. Yeah, they've kind of stopped having us spawn in Peach's room. Dancing, perhaps? Disguising? Singing a song? I'm conflicted. What's wrong, Tech? You don't seem yourself. Which is more important, carrying out an order or protecting a critical person? I exist for the purpose of a certain person. I wish to exist for the purpose of another. I do not know what to do, really. Never mind. Forgive my musings. Makes me feel unpleasant if I make you worry. Anyway, let's have a quiz. A quiz? Yeah, I'm about to ask you a series of questions. Please choose the correct answer from among 3 options. If you can answer 5 questions, you may use the communicator as usual. First question. What'll happen if you collect 7 crystal stars? Well, we already know this one. The 1,000-year door opens. What is the goal of Grotus, leader of the X-Nauts? We know this one too. He wants to conquer the world. Third question. What's the legendary treasure that waits behind the 1,000-year door? Tech. Is this? Ooh, this is new music. Well, we don't know this one, so I'm gonna say an extremely rare badge. Oh, we got that one wrong. Try again. It must be 100 million coins. Yeah, it doesn't actually allow you to fail. 1,000-year-old demon's soul. Fourth question. What does Sir Grotus wish to do with this ancient demon's soul? I mean, we don't really know, but the obvious answer is that he wants to hang out with it. I sincerely hope that he cherishes it always. Fine, bring the demon back to life. Is required to seal the demon up again. It's always a legendary sword. Okay, I'll skip a magic spell. It's the crystal stars. Tech, you. Is it okay for you to tell me such things? He didn't tell you anything. He asked you questions and you answered them. Then he told you if you were right or wrong. Message has been sent. You're still a weird computer, Tech. He found a way to defy his programming. So Cammy has received reports of a great secret in the floating town of Glitzville. One great and evil king, and one sweet young thing. 2 tickets, please. Bowser, the evil king, and a deluded old hag. Life's too short. Don't run on train tracks, it's dangerous. Forget that wimpy blimp, I'll be riding this. Snuck into Glitzville once before, so I know the way. No problemo. Go easy on your old limbs and take the slow ride on the blimp, Grandma. Flop. Or Bowser, please. Or my splendid dirigible deluxe brown bag cami lunch will go to waste. Except there's a problem. He forgot to stop for gas. Hang on, we're just gonna start that again. Wait, did I just destroy the pipe? Oh, right, it's not the pipe that I need to take, it's the spring. Ugh, it's terrible. I gotta get in shape. Ah, it's Bowser the Koopa King. Elita, someone help! Swimming. Oh, thanks for the standard team Omni. On me. Welcome to the stream. Nothing much, just playing through the game. We just finished up chapter, what was it, 4? There we go. And he sets her on fire. I swallowed a dang blooper. I wanted to have fun. Go get me solid info on Princess Peach and the Crystal Stars now. Did we hurt your feelings? I'm always gonna answer maybe a little. Fried Magikoopa, though, you got a point there. It's okay to be in touch with your feelings. Oh, well, let's go ahead and put this back on. And here's our email. Legendary treasure is the spirit of a demon. Did I just go through that backwards? I think I did. Anyway, we've opened up some new pipes since we last came through this room. Wait, what? I think we have to go out and come back in. Why did that open one pipe, but not... Huh. I was expecting one to open to Creepy Steeple, but okay. Oh, almost forgot. We can actually solve a puzzle that's been sitting there in front of us for most of the game now. Yep, Steepy Creeple. Spike shield, let's go. Can this just send me back? Nope, it sends me back there. Rip Vivian. I'm still wondering if we'll have to do any of the Pit of 100 Trials in this playthrough. I think there's a chance, because if I recall correctly, or, well, okay, I did some research. If it's the same as the original game, then the Double Dip P badge is on, like, floor 70 of the pit, which might be required to clear some of the Exonaut style enemies, because the X-Yucks with their mini-Yucks can be a problem if you can't hit them twice. And yeah, Keelhaul Key is definitely a standout level. I think in general my favorite level is Glitzville. Trying to... Oh, wait, no, my favorite level is the XS Express.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big fan of that level. Oh, yeah, and we're gonna go ahead and tell Frankly about Peach's email. Yeah, playing Train Detective is just fantastic. Like, you know, play Sonic is Dead before they even made it. That was honestly the vibes that I got. To be honest, there was a part of me that wondered if Sonic is Dead was set on the XS Express. There are like one or two things that I think I know about from like running across YouTube thumbnails. That's about it. So yeah, the demon created the 7 crystal stars and used that power to try and control the world until it was defeated by 4 heroes. Trouble is, 1,000-Year Door is weakening. Yeah, get your food. It's all good. And our next crystal star is in Keelhaul Key. We have to go to the harbor to find out more. Yes, they give us a hint about sneaking into chimneys. Honestly, I'd be pretty surprised if anyone missed this detail. It's pretty obvious. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna steal your shine sprite. Like, if you've gotten this far in the game, surely you've learned to break and enter. I will be honest, one of the things that I've always kind of questioned about this game is the back-to-back stranded levels. 'Cause first you get stranded in Twilight Town, and then, spoilers here, giving people a moment to pause because these are actual spoilers, then you get stranded on Keelhaul Key. Sometimes I think I'd be better off not ever speaking. I wish I was still a pig. Oh yeah, Super Luigi has hit the stores now. And no real use for any of these. So this is a really cool part of the game. It's obviously the same as something that happened in Paper Mario 64. We can give Zesty that book that we found in Creepy Steeple to allow us to make more complicated recipes. We'll take the elusive badge one in a minute, but first we're seeking a legendary book. And I guess to remind y'all. Oh, it's just cook. It's just called Cookbook. But it's penned by Mater Delish. I don't know how to pronounce it effectively. Yeah, so that cookbook introduced her to the revolutionary idea of combining 2 ingredients while cooking, and I've gone blurry. Oh, I should not minimize OBS. It's one aspect of these games that I've never gotten that heavily into, is the cooking minigame. Like, obviously it's useful, but I just don't tend to go for it. Anyway, let's head... Oh, wait. Not down to the harbor. Almost forgot there was something else I wanted to take care of. And I've gone blurry again. Come to think of it, there are a couple of things I want to take care of. I have 8 shine sprites, okay. I can definitely afford to upgrade someone. So yeah, now Vivian knows Fiery Jinx, which is just an absolutely incredible spread move. Like, that thing has carried me through the pit of 100 trials before. Anyway, oh no, I want that one. Elusive badge. This poster is anonymous, it may be dangerous. Or this post. Probably not this poster. I don't know, I wasn't paying enough attention to actually know what he says, I just have a general idea. Oh, hi Luigi. Circuit Break Island. Let's hear it. Like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. Soon found out that they hold kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as king for that day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the awards ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes. Right there on the trophy they give to the winner was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed dead away. Decided right then and there that the only thing to do was enter the next race. I mean, I've driven kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. Karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course, I wanted to get right out of there pronto. Well, these drivers were crazed. I worked up my courage and signed up anyway. My race day finally came. I got one of the best cars, the big green 01. I took my position at the start line. The light went green, I stomped the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The big green 01 went rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one fell swoop, I dropped to last place and wrecked my racing machine. It wasn't all bad news. All the other cars crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. Took the piece off of my trophy and added it to the marvelous compass. Compass came to life and pointed me toward Jazzafraz Town in the east. Then I heard that voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess, random words would form poetry if spoken by your voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me. Princess Eclair. Sorry about that, bro. After that, I got back on the boat. Came back here to Roadport. That's what's been up with me. Yeah, so Luigi's story is best enjoyed by talking to him and his partner and hearing their tattle information. Torque, an excellent mechanic. Honestly, Luigi gets some pretty sick partners in this. Tool on his back can do basically anything. Seems ticked off though, I wonder what happened. Yeah, I'm Torque and don't for a second think this dude's telling the whole story. The only reason I lent him my rig was because he got down on his knees and begged. Oh, he's turned red. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. What happens? He's in it for 1 second before he completely totals it. Idiot! Not letting this dip out of my sight until he pays me the 5,000 coin repair costs. I'm holding out. Maybe they added a part to this game where you can play through Luigi's adventure. Welcome to the stream, Rafkin. So yep, Miss Mouse is having trouble finding a badge that's hidden in Hooktail's lair. Apparently you have to use the wind to find it. Oh, and I have gone blurry once again. Oh, now it activates. I'm so confused. So, come to think of it, that's probably not the fastest way to Hooktail's lair, considering it's closer to the entrance to Petal Meadows. And here I was thinking that would cut a bunch of time off, but no. welcome be. I should probably get something to put on my wall behind me, because I think that's what's causing my camera to go out of focus so often. So that it can't quite figure out the depth between me and what's behind me. Well, I have an excuse to decorate. The thing is, I've had this excuse to decorate for over a year now. But I am just kind of very lazy when it comes to that. I mean, I could. And I've thought about doing that. I'd probably want to get a green screen for that, though. And then I'd have to do, like, research and stuff. Funnily enough, this is not the last time we will come to Hooktail's castle. There is one other trouble that requires us to come here. You know what? Let's give Vivian a try with her newest attack. Yeah, it's kind of strong. It's so insane. I probably should have switched to Flurry instead. Yeah, so you notice how I'm running and not going anywhere? That's the reason. And we already got the hint that we needed to use wind to access this. So let's get this badge. And I don't think we'll need to actually swap partners on the way out. So yeah, sadly we couldn't have done this earlier. Like, there's no way to get that badge until you start the quest. Otherwise I would have combined this with the other quest that sends us back to Hooktail's castle to save us a trip. Yeah, that doesn't work, unfortunately. And that's how we get out of here. Oh, come on. How many times do I have to... the trouble is the autofocus on this camera just isn't that good. I've heard there are some ways to deal with that that involve opening the camera up and like tightening some part of it. But the thing is, I've kind of got this camera, I'm kind of borrowing this camera. It's not technically mine, and so I'm very hesitant to mess with the inner mechanisms. So I don't want to have to pay for a camera that I will eventually give back. Oh, I love how I ride into the fight. Oh, desk duck. I think you accidentally redeemed twice. Let us bring forth the duck. Look at him. He's so cute. He's all sparkly. Look at Desk Duck. Oh, you want to see both? I can do that. We got Desk Duck. And we got Desk Duck. The sparkly one was a gift from my sister. And this one I believe I got from a programming class that I took in college. I don't know if y'all know about the desk duck tradition in programming. Basically the idea is that sometimes it's beneficial to be able to explain out loud what's going on, or what you're trying to accomplish. It helps you work through the process. And that's the purpose of the desk duck. Yeah, we might as well wait. Do we want to grab Peekaboo? We have fewer star pieces than I thought. We got Flower Finder, Heart Finder. We could afford both of those. I think that's the strat, because honestly I'm tattling all of the enemies. Amazing times 2, yeah. Yeah, let's get Flower Finder and Heart Finder. They're good to equip just in the middle of a dungeon when I don't want to back up or spend time. Also, we can finally get past this. We can't break it quite yet, but we are now, at the very least, able to get into here without always going to the west side of town, which is nice. Now, let me in. Dang it, you can't go through pipes at all in tube form. All of the quality of life stuff they added for this, and they took that out. We should check in here real quick. See, an extra damage dodge is the only thing in here that really seems all that appealing, because Power Rush P is just not as good as options that we already have, and we already have one of it. Pretty Lucky is unreliable. We don't really... I mean, I guess we could go for Super Appeal. It's not a terrible thing to have. Anyway, let's deliver this badge. Promise to hear me out without getting mad. But I hid that badge. It's a little game of mine. You may have even more badge finding skills than I do. Miss Mouse just became a member of the party. You will now enjoy the pleasure of my company. And do you know why I wanted Miss Mouse along? It's because she's the best way to make sure that I don't miss star pieces. If you get close... she gets very excited. So yeah, it would be completely pointless to have her with me if I wasn't pretty bad at remembering where stuff is. So yeah, she also faces the direction of the item. And unfortunately, she can get pretty distracted by the presence of items that you can't get yet. For example, she's obviously noticing the chest right above us there. But in areas that we should have mostly cleared, we can use her to double check. For example, most levels are designed for you to clear without leaving. Most levels have puzzles designed around abilities that you already have. Oh, there's something off to the right, apparently. I swear I tried to find a panel somewhere around here. I know about the thing off to the left. Now, it looks like that guy is not back yet. So yeah, there's a big old fancy boat and we want to get to an island. I wonder if anything's going to happen with that. Don't ask me about Keelhaul Key. I got no need for a curse from a pirate king. Ah, so the ship belongs to Flavio. Oh, Rafkin, you just missed it. We just showed both desk ducks. Alright, we got more duck appearances. But look at him. He's so sparkly. Fill up the entire camera. Take a look at that. And now I gotta refocus the camera because getting that close made it go all blurry. Oh no, for once the autofocus is actually working. Anyway, let's go see Flavio. I am going to say money is what's lacking from his life. Oh, you silly man. What he meant was money. So yeah, we just mention money to him and he decides independently to go on a search for the treasure that we want to find. Ooh, that's some good music. Anyway, I'm going to go back to sitting. Oh, thank you for the sit and the hydrate, Lastborn. So yep, he wants the rest of the treasure, but the crystal star can be ours. We are assigned as captain. It's time to head down to the harbor. Actually, before we go there, is this guy packing anything that we want to claim? The positive is that we don't have many major expenses in the rest of the game, meaning we can just kind of go ahead and buy things if we want them. So let's get an extra damage dodge in case we really need it. And super appeal, why not? Trying to think if there's anything else that we want to go and get, but I don't think there is. Yeah, at the end of the game, we'll do kind of a full sweep hunting for star pieces and all sorts of other goodies. Alright, crew, just be ready. I tend to abuse everyone around me. Especially you. You seem like you might forget about it if I don't stay on top of it. Plus, I like the way my hammer slides between your glasses. So yep, we got a shopkeeper who wants to open up his own shop on Keelhaul Key. This is Four Eyes. The patch. This is the SS Flavion, by the way. So yeah, the trouble is that we have no navigator. We have no one to steer the ship. There's a legendary sailor living in Rogueport called Admiral Bobbery. Complaints. Aye, aye, sir. Sounds fair. Good plan. Sure thing. So yeah, his brother sailed to Keelhaul Key and never returned. And this one got tired of life in Rogueport and decided to seek adventure. Oh, wrong place. You seek Admiral Bobbery? Never heard of the man. Take your search elsewhere. Oh wait, I remember how we get him to admit his identity. We come here and talk to Frankly. So by talking to Frankly, we can now say that we know that he's Admiral Bobbery. Drop the act, Super Stash. We already found out that you're Admiral Bobbery. Well, what do you want with me anyway? I shall set sail upon the sea nevermore. And we could ask Professor Frankly who to ask, but since I already know, we're gonna skip that step. Hi, Podley. Admiral Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. You'll probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you if you really want me to. In that case, get ready. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now, Bobbery was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlet never complained, though, and always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, his eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlet, truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could, and all was good for a time. But not all good things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlet fell ill. A virus? A passing cold? No one knew, but it soon turned serious. Bobbery at sea on a long, lonely voyage knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlet had succumbed. She was gone. Bobbery, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him always, haunting his sleep. He has never gone out to sea since. What a downer. I guess that's a pretty good reason for hating the ocean. You all know his tale now, so tell me, do you still want him to return to the sea? Yes, we have no choice. If you're that determined, I'll give you this. Letter Scarlet wrote to Bobbery just before she departed. On her deathbed, Scarlet wrote Bobbery a final letter. You hold it in your hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you what she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame himself for my death, then give this letter to him so that he may hear my voice. It was her last request, and I didn't bother fulfilling it. Please, take this letter and do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Bobbery. Well, let's do it. Why do I keep going to the trouble center? Alright, Bobbery. Pardon? A letter, you say? For me? Scarlet! This is Scarlet's handwriting. Also, why does he just have 2 axes on his wall? My love, if you're reading this letter, then I am no longer by your side. Because fate has stepped between us, I have decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were out to sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for it, my sweet Bobbery. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love is a tide. You are one with the sea as you were one with me. Do not lose both your life's loves. Thousand pardons, but may I have a moment alone, if you please? Yes, I was happy. My sweet Scarlet, I love you still. Seriously though, he's got 2 axes on his wall. Why? What is he doing with them? You were looking for a navigator, I believe, bound for Keelhaul Key. If you think an old sea bomb like me is what you need, then let's shove off. Ships in the harbor? I must inspect her before we leave. I shall meet you there. You know what? I want to test something out. I just want to see how this goes. We're going to accept a trouble real quick from Pine T Jr. I want to try my luck against this trouble. Okay, good. There is still a save block here. And this kid's got a real sad story, too. His dad went into the pit of 100 trials and never came out. Lost his job and said the only way to support us was the pit's treasure. But I don't need treasure, I just want my dad back. Please help him. So yeah, luckily the early levels are pretty straightforward. Go ahead and sweet treat to start getting some FP back. Nice, we got all the FP we needed. I really wasn't expecting that, to be honest. This is a Gloomba. It's not a healthy color for a Goomba, but it doesn't mean it's sick or anything. So don't show any mercy. Oh, cool. We get money every level we clear down here? Dang. So yeah, I think it takes like 15 levels to get this guy's dad or something. We won't want to skip any early on. Can they do damage through this? No, they can't. Okay, I'm gonna not bother blocking because it will save a little bit of time. I could technically power shell through them, but I'd rather save my FP for fights where I actually need it. I'm trying to get the hang of the quick shell toss. There's a trick where you can get the shell toss off basically instantly, but it actually requires really precise timing. Go ahead and use that on Goombella, because why not? Unfortunately, at this level, we're getting pretty garbage. We're getting pretty bad amounts of star pieces, but at least we're kind of wrecking the enemies. And it is a good way to get coins. In the original game, if you wanted this many coins, you would probably need money. Oh, spike pouch. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go ahead and toss that. Okay. There's always a chance that they spam creating allies, but... Or maybe that's only the higher level dragons. Honestly, this area is one of the main reasons to try to get... or to try to fit in the badge that gives you extra flowers. So it makes it a whole lot more sustainable to keep spamming special abilities. Dang it. Maybe, just maybe... Oh wow, I didn't miss any flowers? Heck, all we were doing that for was the flowers, so yeah, I'll take it. We got enough to get back to full. Now, I believe Koops can attack through electricity because of his shell. He's not technically making physical contact. It's sort of similar to Mario using the hammer. Oh wow, we're killing dry bones in front of an entire crowd of dry bones. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that if we eventually decide that we need to do the Pit of 100 trials for the full thing, we're gonna have to do these levels again. That was 10, was it? Yep. Again, I feel like that guy turns up at like level 15. All that for 1 star point. Unfortunately, right now, Koops is still our only party member that can first strike for us. Oh, come on. I stopped throwing so early. I've missed so many flowers already. Come on, that was so bad. I think once you get past level 50, you start encountering enemies that you see basically nowhere else in the entire game. And this does get to the point where basically every level of the pit feels like a boss fight. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. I think that's enough FP. Yeah, no, the difficulty gets pretty high. Of course, it's a fully optional challenge, so it's not really a big problem. But if nothing else, it does encourage you to get really good at your stylish moves because they make it way more sustainable. To be down here. Because really the only reliable method that you consistently have access to for healing outside of specific badge builds is using star power. It's also frequently the best way to deal damage a lot of the time. Of course, in this playthrough that doesn't apply. It was definitely a big part of what encouraged me to learn the timing for my stylishes. Especially since Mario has certain moves where you can stylish like 5 times to really buff your star point returns. It's kind of insane. also just an extra bit of challenge to help keep you on your toes during it, because having to try and focus on that many things to get right during the fighting. There we go. Alright, we gotta be getting close to the level with that kid's dad soon. So the thing is, I think we can still deal damage here. Dang it, I thought we could. Oh, hey, there he is. That's Pine T Sr. the Toad. He's the father of Pine T Jr., who asked us to help him out. We gotta help Pine T Sr. quickly, for his son's sake. I think he's dead. Like, I am beating him over the head with a hammer, and he's not reacting. There's a beaten up me lying on the ground. What? Who are you? What? Oh, did you come here just to save me? Really? Pine T Jr. did? Wow, in that case, I have to get back to him alive. Show me the way out. Unfortunately, I don't think this is a case of following AI, so I don't think he'll hop on Yoshi's back with us. Hey. So he was on 18. We won't continue any farther in the pit right now, but we will grab this. Which is probably my favorite badge in the game. But sadly we can't use it in this playthrough. It's not allowed because it involves Mario attacking. So yeah, we solved the trouble. I kind of just felt like knocking that trouble out, seeing how things went on the early levels of the pit. Okay. Store the in coupon. Store the power punch, I think. You know what? We'll store the fire flowers because Vivian's special ability is just a better fire flower at the cost of some FP. Double pain. Ah, yes, the most useful badges. I could technically get it. Oh! We got a letter from Petuni. Looks like she's still grumpy with her brother all the time. I feel sorry for him. She wishes that we'd come back and play. And she has egg. Which I've always felt had some concerning implications, but don't question it. It's just that it seems pretty heavily implied that Petuni is the source of the eggs. And I don't want to think about that. Let's shove off. I love how he didn't unfurl the sails or anything. It was just, oh, now that everyone is on, suddenly wind is actually blowing into them. This is X-01 here. Come in, dude. I repeat, X-01 over. Reading you. 5 by infiltration is successful. X-0 Black aboard vessel. Repeat, X-0 Black is on board the vessel. The key to pirates. Month star day XO. Over the protests of my crew, the SS Flavion has set sail. Is this voyage as reckless as they say? Ah, I must scoff. Flavio will show them guts. Month star day XX. Another day of good wind. White clouds, they dazzle me. It's as if they are blessing our voyage. Flavio thanks them most heartily. Month star, day X note. Things are going too smoothly, perhaps even too smoothly for my comfort. At this speed, we should reach our destination by tomorrow's sunrise. I like the idea that we've just been standing on top of this ship the entire trip. Like, we've just been on deck. There are no cabins. Skull Captain casts his gaze, red jewel shines and plays, boom bassa boom festival. The Stash brothers, best of friends, three times Red Stash lands on his end. Blue Stash's belly 4 times is whacked, so let's hear those fireworks go boom. At the Boom Bassa Boom Festival. Nothing to fear, the island is right before our eyes. Do you not see it? It is a mountain of treasure. Shall I tell you one of my many tales of raw bravery? It was no trouble at all. There I was, locked in deadly combat with a sea serpent. Yes, but even then I smiled, for I knew I'd prevail. I had the beast licked, for I am Flavio. He was giant, massive, a huge drink of man-eater. But even now, you know, I could take him, yes. Where was I? Oh, yes. But even then I smiled, he just looped. Started again. A tale of bravery, right? I heard this one yesterday. There's nowhere to escape to. We just have to listen until he's finished. If you interrupt in mid-story, he absolutely loses it, too. Why is that... Wait, what is going on here? The ship's stopping. Oi, Master Flavio, sorry to interrupt that wicked story. But the ship stopped. Well, it's your job to keep the ship moving, yes? So take care of it. I see no issue with the ship itself, and I assure you I am not so rusty a sailor that I would miss it. I'll investigate right quick. Wait a tick. Yeah, I'm working on it. Just wait a Goomba stomping minute, you scallywags. Nothing to worry about here, definitely not. Oh, quit shoving, eh? I'm working over here. I said quit shoving. Ah! Area. What is this ruckus now? Who is here? Will someone tell me what's going on? So yeah, this is a fun moment, ain't it? Oh, they're upon us, the pirate ghosts. All them rumors were true. What do? We gotta get out of here. Ah! Just do not panic yourselves. This is just a dream that we are all having. Awake. Now, quickly move the boat. Ghostly hooing thing, are you really the savage pirate king? Help me! Buck up now, everyone remain civilized. Relax, don't panic. Relax, I say. You simply must take it easy. What? Man overboard! Listen up, everyone. If we could form an orderly line without shoving right after... Another man overboard! More! Abandoned ship, every rich marvelous merchant for himself. Well, rip those guys. And that is how Mario's adventure ends. Lost at sea with the map and the world doomed to perish. Especially since he has lost the since he has taken the crystal stars down to the bottom of the sea with him. Month star, day X star. Fortune from disaster, the kindly sea washed us ashore. What strange irony that this island, Keelhaul Key, was our intended destination all along, no? And yet we mourn. We have lost 3 crew members, including Admiral Bobbery. Pains me to think that they were taken by the Pirate King, that ghostly thing. What happens to us now, eh? We may be lost without hope, stricken in the wilds. Month star, day X heart. We've made a semblance of civilized life here. Ship's flotsam washed in, and now we have salty bread and other salty things. We can live for some time on this salty bounty of the sea, but then what, I ask? Month star, day circle circle. Yeah, it's a bit strange the twist that the plot takes at this point where we start playing from Flavio's perspective. And of course, at the end, we get the title card, Paper Flavio, the 1,000-Year Door. It's a bit of a bizarre twist, honestly. Month, star, day, circle, circle. We have built a few huts from the washed-up timbers. Poor, sweet SS Flavion, at least the shanties keep out the wind and rain. We still have had no sign of Bobbery and the others, and my heart, she doubts. Still, despite my fears, we must continue to hope that they are alive somewhere. Month star, day OX. 3 days on the isle now, and the huts are all finished. We've carved a life out here, though we all dream of a return to Rogueport. Oh, Captain Stash. So yep, they've finished up the sleeping hut. I love how Goombella thinks that we're on vacation. So I believe there's a piece of a heart behind this. No? Really? There you are. Anything else in this area? Nothing else in this area. See how easy that is? I don't even have to look through the rest of it. Captain, please help. Flavio and Papatch are in a huge fight. Wait, one moment. Did you just call the great Flavio Fancy Pants? That's right, Fancy Pants. Why, you little cyclops. Flavio demands satisfaction. You, me, hammers, at dawn! Honestly, I love this interaction. And that "you little cyclops" comment is honestly a pretty wicked, like, burn. Can't wait to put a few dents in those fancy threads. They're here! Captain Stash, them ghosts are back. Mario, front and center, this is an order, take out those ghosts. Luckily, ghosts are surprisingly manageable. Also, they're just little floating fireballs, really. Nice. An ember. Sort of pale blue flame spirit. Kinda spooky. 8 HP, 3 attack, no defense. Since it's a flame, touching it will hurt. Didn't Mama teach you that? And something horrible will happen if you attack it with fire. Ice or explosive attacks are good though. Oh dang it, I meant to stylish that. We have time for... a couple of appeals. Almost to a new level. Nice. So now it's finally time for me to investigate the islands. The island. Because Flavio, as the leader, has to stay here. sec. Ah, there it is. I'm just kind of blind. So we have already encountered these fuzzies before. And that's the reason I wasn't worried about the amount of FP we were going to use. Also, speaking of FP, I really want more. I would just very much like to be able to use a few more special moves before worrying about how desperately low we're getting on it. Oh, and we can get Keel Mangoes, which are a nice thing to have. And it's nice to be back in an area that actually gives us star points. Twilight Town, we mainly ran from fights, and the last couple of places before that, I should stick with Cooper for now. Yeah, the last couple of places before that, we didn't really have big challenges for the most part. Most of the Glitz Pit, we were already at a level where we were only getting 1 star point to fight from it. That's a lot of Goombas in the audience. We go for a double appeal, because this guy is still going to be stunned. Clock out is a really good way of giving myself time to actually tattle the enemy. Eight, 3, and 0. It bites and it attacks with poison breath. I can't remember. I think these guys might have a fire weakness. I'm gonna test that out. Come on. Luckily, even though we missed because of the fog, that also missed because of the fog. But we had already burned it, making that pretty manageable. So it does not seem like they have a fire weakness. I'll wait to sniff for items until we're coming back through here. In the original, there was a fun glitch where that guy had a habit of falling down and getting stuck behind that block. Oh, thank you. That's nice quality of life there. Hang on, I want to test something. There we go. We should be about lined up. Did I not hit the action command there? Oh, I shouldn't have wasted my time doing that. Now I have to toss something else. Thank you. Oh, hang on. Hang on, I'm trying to remember this. Oh, come on. Wait a sec. I think I vaguely remember what's going on here. Also, if you're wondering if I've forgotten about that spring, yes, I have. Haha! Nice. Humana. Hey, it's those guys. Fourth wall break. And hey, you, out there looking at the screen. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Make it pretty obvious to you who I really am, but no telling Mario, or else. It's fine if we all see the twist coming a mile away, but we're not allowed to spoil it for Mario. That's not cool. Okay, we will progress just a little bit farther. We don't need that quite yet. Come to think of it, we should probably use an item here pretty soon. So we will need one of those coconuts. I wish I had unloaded a few more into the shop. This is how a Legend of the Sea meets its end, huh? Really? Alright, you know what? We're going to ignore that while we go. And I should have stuck with Yoshi in the lead. Oh well. I guess it's 3 of them, not 2. I thought it was only going to be 2. How would I mess up that? You know what? We need to spend an item during this fight anyway, so... yeah, why not? It's kind of a waste since there are better uses for it, but still. Oh, wait, foreground. Duh. Also, please take note of the funky-looking rock. I love how it's still playing the intense music, even though the intense part has passed. Oh, we don't have to whack it like 3 times to get him to fall out? I'll be honest, I kind of miss seeing him gradually drop down. So yep, those blokes got him a bit better than he expected. He wants us to hear his last request. There's one thing he needs before he goes to his rest. Chocola Cola. He's saving 1 bottle. His last memory of Scarlet to celebrate reaching here. It was in the flotsam drifting toward the island, so it must be somewhere. If I might have just 1 sip before my final voyage, get me that Chocola Cola, boy. Anyway, you're on death's door, so just give me a moment here. I'll save myself a quest by doing this. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. Maybe that should just be a habit, you know? Every time someone redeems hydrate while I drink it, I should just hammer away at some random innocent bystander. Oh, also, fun trick, because obviously y'all can see that item down there in the very bottom right. There's a trick for this. Yep, that's the trick. You can't actually get it by dropping down here. Like, you can drop down here, but this ledge is too high to jump. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and grab this real quick. And we will toss... you know what? We'll use a honey shroom. Is anyone below full health? See, I want to toss the spite pouch, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure it sells for a good bit, so... we will toss the POW block. We're not going to encounter many Koopa-style enemies for a while. I guess I probably should have kept him around. Anyway, once we get back to the beach, we'll save. Well, we'll drop some things in the shop and then save. Sell the spite pouch. Store the jam and jelly. And the keel mango, because we're going to need one of those later on, and I'd rather not have to go specifically looking for it. And now we will save. And that's going to be it. It's not the perfect time in the chapter to leave off, but we've still got a lot of the chapter left to go, so I don't really expect to find a better time to leave off. Let's finish it off by seeing what Goombella has to say about this area. Shantytown built by Papatch and some of the sailors who came with us. Notice that she does not mention Flavio. You could live pretty comfy here, yeah. You'd always have to worry about harmful UV rays, though. Also, was this guy stranded with us? I really don't feel like he was all that necessary. Like, I don't really think that it's hard enough to master action commands for there to be a need for a specific person to tutor it. Anyway, we have now beat everyone standing about with a hammer, and I think we're gonna call it there. yeah, thanks everyone for being here. We are getting into a very fun level. Design-wise, it's definitely one of my favorites, and I think it might have my favorite final boss in the game, so yeah. Thanks for being here. I hope y'all enjoyed. And I hope to see you next time. Later, folks. Bye, bye, bye.